Welcome to How to Play Prize Dominoes, a game for 2 players. All you're going to need for this game, of course, is a set of double 6 dominoes, and your object is to try to get a set of prize dominoes like these shown here with pip values from 0 to 6. All values were represented there in those 4 dominoes, and you could do it in as little as 4 or as many as 7. So once you have your standard set of double 6 dominoes, go ahead and shuffle them and deal 7 dominoes to each player. Now, eventually in the game with collecting a prize dominoes, you're eventually going to have less dominoes than you're able to deal out 7 to each player. If that event occurs, deal out 6 dominoes. If you can't distribute 6 dominoes evenly, deal out 5. Basically common sense. So the start player will play any domino he wants. This is a single line domino game, so doubles are not played vertically. You can only play one of 2 sides. And if you're stumped and cannot make a play, you can draw from the boneyard. If you can make a play off of that drawn domino, go ahead and play it. Otherwise, you pass. Now, when the boneyard runs empty and you cannot make a play, but your opponent can, you must pass. Once somebody goes out, once somebody has extinguished all dominoes in their hand, then they randomly select a domino from their opponent, and that becomes their prize domino. Now, normally you play with your dominoes face down, but of course this is a demonstration, and we played face up so that you could see everything. Now, unfortunately, when I filmed this, I did not put any physical barriers out to warn me of where the end of the video site would be, so part of this you don't really see all the dominoes. So player 1 ends up winning, takes a prize domino randomly from a player. And I say randomly, and I say the other player can shuffle their remaining dominoes, and similar to how you would take a card in Old Maid, you could fan them out and have the other player select them with, as far as what information is on those dominoes, obscured by the domino being either face down or covered by your hand. That's one way to do it. Or you could put one domino in each hand and have the player select a hand, however you want to do it. Either way, the player that won the previous round starts us off with the next round. And play continues. One of the things I liked about this game is extremely simple to learn. It's something that can be taught in one sitting fairly easily to most players of any skill level. Now player 1 goes out, so he randomly picks a domino from the other player, and that becomes his prize domino. Now the game doesn't end until his pip values on each domino can go from 0 to 6. So the worst possible scenario, of course, is if somehow a player manages only to win prize dominoes, which are doubles in value, it's going to require 7 dominoes to go from 0 to 6, because the double dominoes have the same value on both the top and bottom side. So once the round's over, we deal out 7 again, and the player who won the previous round starts us. And basically all you have to do is have a domino that matches either end, and if you're able to do that, play continues. If not, you must draw from the boneyard. If you're able to play off of that domino, you can. So player 1 wins again, takes another prize domino, and we go ahead and shuffle. So this game you should be playing, taking wins back and forth. It is possible for somebody to go on a streak, but eventually player 2 does win a prize here at some point. Now, one of the things that we did not show in this video, we did not demonstrate, is that you are allowed, you're not required to, if you are stumped and you can't play anything from the boneyard or play anything from your hand, if you want to use a prize domino to attempt to win the round, you're able to. You can use as many prize dominoes as you have. However, those dominoes do not return to you in the event that you win a game. Wow, that was a major mistake there. And I do apologize for that. Hopefully you don't notice it, and we'll just continue on. So anyways, we're stumped. Player 2 has less dominoes than the other player, and player 2 wins a prize domino. So, like all domino games, you have to be able to match one side or the other, or you draw from the boneyard. And unlike some games, if you're able to immediately play it, you can. A player that won the previous round deals off again, plays any domino, it doesn't matter which, to the center of the board, and play continues until somebody's able to extinguish their hand of dominoes. And it looks like player 2 won, so he takes the one remaining domino from player 1's hand and adds it to his prize pile. And we start a new round. We shuffle the dominoes and deal out 7 to each player again. Player 2 goes ahead and leads us off with a double 6, so any 6 can be played. Now any 4 or 6 can be played. We play blank and 4. So play continues. It goes by pretty fast. I won't even bother commentating on it. Hopefully you don't have any other mistakes that we had earlier. So now we need a blank or a 5. A draw is made. Immediate play happens. Player 2 is now stumped and he has a play. Player 1 goes out and takes a prize domino from the other player. And play continues. This goes on and on until we are able to have a prize domino set that has the values of 0 to 6. So yeah, you're not required to play a prize domino, but you can. We didn't do it this game because I was trying to kind of get the thing over with early. So player 1, who won the previous round, starts us off, and then player 2 must be able to match. And if not, you have to draw. And player 1 wins, takes a prize domino. And we go ahead and distribute 7 dominoes to each player again. We have a much smaller boneyard than previous rounds, and player 1 starts us with a 3-6. We get a double 6 played after it, and play continues. Oh, player 2's first player stumped, had to draw from the boneyard. Player 1 has to draw from the boneyard, was able to play his double 3. Now we're, looks like we're locked. So player 2 wins, and player 2 selects a random domino from player 1, adds to his prize pile, and now we go ahead and shuffle again, and deal out 7 to each player. Smaller boneyard than previous. Player 2, who won the previous round, starts us off, deals a 5-6. Player 1 plays a 6-4, and we're already drawing. Now it's either 1 or blank. We got double blanks, so 1 or blank again. And there's the final domino. So player 1 has all values represented. So like always, if you enjoyed this video, you want to play some dominoes or cards or dice games in public, come to our subreddit, Reddit Card Game Meetups. Let us know what city you're in, what games you want to play, and we will see you next video. We got several domino videos coming out. We got several games on Paget. Custom and created domino games that have never seen the light of day on YouTube. And if you have a game that you're aware of that you would like me to demonstrate here, please let me know in the comments and I will get working on that.